It's better?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So, welcome to our panel about Fallout Equestria game. We are the Overmare Studios, and we are really, happy that we got invited here, and it really, makes us feel very special here. So, with me, let's see, starting from my, all the way from the right, it's Ivory Keys, Natka, Hamish, and our director, Dragmeister. Right. I don't know how you pronounce your full name, actually, your full nickname.
Dragmeister, I don't really care.
Yeah, because we call him Drag pretty much.
Yeah, just call me Drag, everyone does.
Right, I'm Adam Sporka, Adam J. Yes, so let's just start. So what we do, I mean, how many of you guys have seen some of our previous presentations? Okay, that's great. That's great.
That's great.
That's great.
And I assume many of you also know about Fallout Equestria and the universe behind it.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Who has read the fic?
Who has?
Okay, never mind.
Who has read the fic twice?
I'm like halfway there, sort of. Right. Awesome. So we work on a game which combines the universe of My Little Pony and Fallout, and it's based on fanfic written by Kkat. And no one really knows much about her or him, but most likely her, right? She is really kind of, to herself, she's like really a private person, so she only goes to some IRC channels, right? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was her book that we had the opportunity to turn into a game. So it's like Fallout turned into a book, and then game, and the book turned into a game. So that's what we do pretty much. Yes. Who of you don't know? Who of you guys wouldn't know what this is about? It's about equestrian society, which was ruined by a war between ponies and zebras, and it's pretty much modeled after the background story of the original Fallout series, Fallout 3, right?
Only instead of like oil and whatnot, the war mostly was in the Fallout universe. Like in Fallout Equestria universe, it was mostly about gems and gold. Like zebras had coal, but like ponies had gems, so then they got into disagreements about how much they should get, and
each other instead.
and eventually they got into the age-long Cold War, and then they just nuked everything because why not?
Yes, sort of. Yeah, the main character is we have Stables and Wasteland. That's that's modeled according to the original Fallout game.
Yeah, stables are basically the walls from the Fallout series.
And the main character is Little Pip, and you as a player, you are playing.
You're playing as a Little Pip, but how you play her is up to you. Mm-hmm. Like you can side whichever side you want, and like you can make her a good mage or not, and not use any magic or whatsoever, and you can change her appearance, and what we will talk about that later. Yeah, and gender as well.
Yes. Cool.
And yes, you will most likely be able to have a relationship with all the main characters if you will. But then,
if you're so inclined.
Yes.
Yes. So what we do, it's important to state that it's an independent fandom-based game title, right? We are making it in Unity 3D. Well, they are making it in Unity 3D. We just write the music for it.
We are not a mod.
Yes.
I'll state this very clearly. We are not a mod.
Yeah, we are a standalone game made entirely in Unity 3D,
right.
And another important thing to know, even though for those who have seen our videos, like we use some of like Fallout 3 assets as placeholders, but we will be replacing all of those when we get around to it.
Yeah, everything will be made from scratch.
Exactly.
Whoa.
Yes. Well, thank you. We're not there yet. Yes. So it's like the classic first or third person action RPG. You can switch between the views. I think we can show that later on. And what do we have next? Yes, it is an open world gameplay, which means that you are making all the choices, and you can the game can end up for you in multiple, completely different endings, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's not just the usual green, red, blue.
And no crappy slideshow, right?
Yeah. Well, there might be slideshows, but like there will be multiple completely different endings.
It won't just be little bit was good, little bit was bad.
Yeah.
And more there are changes.
Yes, but that's really kind of far in the future.
Yeah,
like,
we are not in liberty to discuss about any particular endings at this time.
Yes. Right. Customization. You pretty much can customize.
Yeah, like I said, you can customize your appearance. Only thing that you can change is that you are a unicorn, unfortunately for multiple reasons, including gameplay balance. We are not allowing the players to change their race. But and also you are not able to change your name or beauty mark because, like I said, you play as little bit, but how you play is up to you, and that allows us to like call the character by little bit. So it makes for more natural conversation when there is so many of them.
And also makes our life a bit easier because that's like one thing which isn't changing, right? So yeah. Okay, what's next? Yes.
Yeah, we will have a large variety of different weapons and spells. And like you will also be able to customize all of the weapons, and spells will have multiple upgrades on each of them, and they might change how the spell works completely. And
with spells, you can. There's weapon mods we have, different ammo types, all of this kind of stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lot of those, and we will be talking about those. Not in this panel, but like later on. When
we plan to implement an adaptive music engine. So basically, the music in the game will pretty much follow whatever is happening in the game, and the right snippets of music will get selected. And yes, and we're kind of looking forward to that.
Definitely,
yeah.
Yes. So as you walk through the world and you do different actions, then
right.
the music will change in mood and tone to actually.
Yeah, it's not just like one track and then another track. It will like take out of instruments, I believe, and stuff like that.
Yes, and not only by different locations, but let's say by different state of the player, right? So your health is going down, the music is going to change, or your the character that you're talking to is getting sad, so the music is going to change, right? These kinds of things, right? So
we are looking forward to implementing that, but unfortunately we haven't had the time.
We have the engine written, like the first draft of the engine is like written and implemented. I sort of.
Yeah, sort of standalone, but now got implemented into the game.
Exactly.
Yeah. So unfortunately, when we towards the end of the panel, we will show you some of the gameplay. It won't have the music that you saw in the video because that was like put in afterwards.
Yeah.
But that's on our SoundCloud, so you can really kind of go there and check it out. Okay, next history.
Yeah.
Just a brief thing.
Just very briefly about the history. Like September last year. We relaunched ourselves as the Overmare Studios. Like we won't be going too much about we were called Equestria of course before that, but we won't be going too much about that. It's not irrelevant anymore. But the important thing is that we improved infrastructure. Like we made everything much more streamlined, and basically team worked, and we got stuff done. And then we also started doing bi-weekly blog posts that some of you probably follow, hopefully at least.
Yeah, basically start communicating with the community a lot more better.
Yeah, like we want to keep our fans updated on the progress, so you don't have to like sit there for 6 months and like not hear anything and send us email about, are you dead yet?
Yes.
Like since February of 2014, like to present day, we have gotten multiple features on EPD, for example, and other websites. And this is also our first year we have been on any course, and I believe this is our third one so far already.
Yeah, the other two being
plus the things which were happening here, right? So
the other two being Crystal Fair and Brony Expo.
Right. Okay, cool.
Yeah, and also we are nearly done with the stable to walk through. Like it's still missing a lot of assets, but it's like generally it's almost there. So it's getting there. Like we have been saying in some of the panels, like if some of you are wondering, like we have been doing this one year, like how are you still on the first map of the game? Well, like our sound director Yandy likes to say, like, we have been building the Legos, we just haven't put the Legos together yet.
There's Lego right there. Yes.
And I should say, especially in terms of programming, and the first map that's when we designed the whole engine for it, where we do all the code which is going to actually hold the thing together and allow it to run. After that, the programming is less significant.
Yeah, it's just dragging dropping things together and like just everything magically works.
Right.
The framework.
So this is pretty much how we work. So we have a design team and we have a script team. They like work together and they decide what the content of the game is going to be like, and then the design influences the programming so that all the features are implemented, and also the development of assets. So we do like sketches, how different things are going to look like. Then we develop final assets for the game, 2D, 3D. Then we do voice acting as well, right? We have quite a bunch of voice actors. We do music, and then these guys need to communicate, because there's a lot of things how let's say especially for example in my department, the music thing, the adaptive thing is going to need some programming and stuff. Then we have the product, and then we have some testers. So that's pretty much the layout of our team. This is how we work.
Yeah, and after testing we go back to programming.
Yes.
Everything is broken.
And sometimes back to design, right? Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. Right. So this is us. I think just names. I think we can just get this.
Yeah. This is basically the like our current list of team leads. Or that means like listing sounds of which team and so on. We won't be boring you with this. You can find it on our website.
These guys are, are members of the studios, and they are here at the con, so you can.
So it's basically us, and then there is Iřík, who is our 2D concept director.
Yes.
Is he here anywhere?
Oh yeah. Cool. Yeah. Yes, so since Crystal Fair in July, we have more assets for Stable 2. We have completed the walkthrough of the Stable 2. And we have some animations, well, we added animations and facial expressions for ponies, which is nice. And we have fixed a lot of bugs, which sort of makes our stay at...
Yeah, about completing the Stable 2 walkthrough, it is complete, as in you can walk through it, but it's very, very rough.
Yeah,
yeah, and it's missing kind of a lot of stuff still in the case, like there will be multiple ways to get through it, but whatever there is something like
yeah, so are we going to show the thing, or?
We don't show it.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Yeah. So we have some nice responses from the fandom. So, this sometimes happens. There is this group at Facebook who really...
there's a Facebook group called Fallout Fanatics, which pretty much every time the Fallout Equestria game is mentioned, this is pretty much the response. We have it every time.
Oh, I feel so special now.
And this is pretty mild. This is pretty mild.
We have haters.
Yes. Yes, we have a lot of, responses from the community. For example, this is an amazing song. I love it. I thought about you guys and I want to do a striptease to this song. Is that weird? Yeah, is that weird? I don't know. Probably not. It's a compliment, I think. Really. We are likely an OCD factor, right? So this guy was like, I listen to this so frequently that it has to be unhealthy, right? He just had this music, one of our tunes, like over and over. That was quite nice. We support humanity very much. I'm buying this game. I don't care if I sell my family in the process. I'm buying this game. It's still a work in progress for sure. Dear Lord, their eyes are like black holes sucking in my happiness and refilling the emptiness left behind with fear. Right?
We're still working on the eye shader.
Yes, yeah. But yes, the eyes are moving and already the ponies are blinking.
Yeah, we are no longer for the Equestria, the unblinking.
Yeah. We have. Yes,
but that guy, that sort of comment, it really does, hurt. I mean, how the hell did he know that it was buggy? We only released a video. I mean, I thought we hit all the bugs.
Yes, exactly, right. We were editing it quite heavily, whatever is on YouTube at this point. Anyway, we help people to English properly. Oh shit, I'm excited! And also, we open new horizons, right? So this guy, I know Fallout like the back of my hand, but I don't know MLT from Adam, so overall I'd say, wait a minute, how the hell did I get here? Right? And also, we get encouragement. Right. Do you realize that there are hundreds, maybe thousands of people waiting for you to finish the game with flowers in one hand and a shotgun in the other hand?
And that was it. By that guy.
Yes.
Now,
please do send us the feedback because we will read it all.
oh yeah, every single comment we will read, definitely.
Really? Yes.
Yeah. Even the hate ones.
Yes. Yeah.
There's an app for that.
Okay, so now we're gonna show you that it's a real thing.
Yeah. We're gonna open the Unity editor.
Yes, this is the source code of the game, so you can. Is it working? Yes.
Yeah, there we go. Now, what's the? Oh, the frame rate is okay. That's right.
Shiny!
Why is it so? What's with the? What's that? It's kind of jittering.
That is the entire table 2.
Yes, this is.
I think the maintenance area is missing.
No, it's just there. It's just not very big.
No, it's missing. It's missing.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me see if I can.
Yeah, just enable everything.
And it's very slow. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, we have a lot of objects in this scene. Like
Yeah, even though we
thousands.
have 2 titans right now.
Whoa! Yeah, courtesy of my university, Czequestria University. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not. No.
Yeah, the little bit is.
No, this is grabbable.
That's from Mother.
Yeah.
Right. Right. I think we can proceed to the another stage, right? I think.
Yes.
Yeah. So we added some objects there. Yes. That's right.
Those are wrong objects. They are supposed to be liquor bottles, but apparently Quick added some milk bottles instead.
Because we didn't have the model for the whiskey.
Because the PG rating,
Okay.
right? Right, PG rating in Fallout Equestria.
Yes.
we actually did get a request to not include any swearing in the game.
Yes.
And you said what?
Well, we said no. Well, we were very respectful, and we said, well, you know, you probably should read the novel, and you'll see where the themes come from.
Right.
Where the problem is with that?
Once I go by.
Yes. Because the swearing would be the least of.
Oh, yeah, really. When you have full gore and dismemberment, then swearing kind of takes a low priority, really.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
let's play it.
let's just play it.
Yay!
So this is the first screening, first public presentation of a live demo of this game. So yes. So,
Oh, prepare your book.
thank you. Yes, as you can see, it's the graphics is really high definition.
Yeah.
Next gen.
So, as you can see, it will look a lot nicer than in YouTube because it's actually at 60 frames per second and not horribly compressed or anything. So, yeah, this is a treat.
Really great.
So which should we take?
Yeah.
Maintenance,
Yeah.
chapter, that's-
Audience participation, guys. It's your moment to shine.
Right.
Nice texture.
Well, yeah, a lot of textures are like placeholders for something which is going to come, but yes, the objects are all ours, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Stop talking, kill somehow.
Let's have the security armor.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll work.
Who wants security armor?
Okay, that's enough. Okay, let's security and armor.
Yay, crossover.
All right.
Yeah.
And the sound is broken.
Now I hope that we will have the audio. Ah, we don't have the audio. Can we have the audio, please, on this machine? Please, pretty please.
Please.
Yes, thank you.
Excellent.
Are we going to talk to Kkat?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What do we think?
No. The second one,
Can we get, can you increase the volume of the thing, please, a bit? Okay.
What? No, I'm only just back from.
Response?
You didn't expect me to miss. Did you? Hey, my beautiful little baby. She's got a hangover and she's all out of her anti-hangover foods. Go get mommy some of the good stuff, alright?
What do we think?
One little thing for your poor mother.
Will you change it to back? No?
What?
Back? No.
Yeah, we might.
Fuck that.
Oh, come on.
So these textures are gonna get replaced.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. You can see the shine there. It's just, it's really picky as to when the shine comes. We're going to be fixing it, but yeah. So that's.
Welcome to the Booze Emporium of fine liquors. What can I help you with?
You gotta understand why she wants to leave the stable, right?
Yeah. Why are you staring into the void?
You smell.
He's staring into the void.
Look at me.
We haven't implemented looking at the character.
Well, we have it, but it somehow.
But it broke. We have it, but it broke.
I was excited.
Yeah.
The shit star? What the hell would you want that?
Should we try the speech check?
Okay.
Charisma.
That's bullshit. Work out your issues.
Yeah, you guys are clearly not charismatic enough for this.
There should be a pilot note.
You smell.
Oh, we're sitting outside our night.
Oh yeah, it was. I think we were jumping back and forth as to whether there was going to be one or not. I think, and then we decided that there was going to be one, and then some of them we've got to change.
So which one?
You smell.
Yes, you smell.
Back at you, shit stain. Now get lost before the room stops spinning.
Is that the only trot speed?
If you press caps lock, you should be able to walk.
Okay. I can follow. And can you get
Can't you see?
faster?
Right now.
Yeah, sprinting is broken. Is sneaking broken?
You will get mural down in
Yeah,
security.
try it.
It's horrible.
That never was your strong suit.
It's horrible. I knew it was horribly broken. I just knew it.
There's a bunch of murals in medical, even though it's mostly just Ginger
It's my
down there by
fault.
himself.
The murals in medical do wonders for the kids. Last week, when Phoebe found the radroach nest,
Here we go again.
you make a real bad conversationalist. You know that.
We're not going to walk like this the whole way up. There we go.
not a bug, it's a feature.
Broken leg.
And now follows 30 seconds of walking in the corridor.
And with all the beautiful music you cannot really hear, because it's not implemented in the game yet. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, as I said, it's written, it's just not in there.
Do you have objectives already?
Say again?
Do objectives work already?
You can.
Yeah, yes, you can. Can you leave already?
Leave the state.
Yes. We don't have, well, we don't have the animation of the door opening yet.
Yeah.
We do have a terminal. The door is going to be replaced, so there's no point making an animation yet.
Because we had some comments that this font was like way too small to see anything, so we're gonna be like, you know, fixing it. But yes. Yeah, so you can read some messages there.
No.
Actually, look at the keyboard. You know, it's you know, for, you know, so that you can use it with your hoof, right? That's why the buttons are big, and yeah.
Excuse me, I'm afraid I need. Oh dear, are you all right?
Excuse me?
Just maintenance, dear. It's all just so drab, isn't it?
I rather like it.
Princess!
No, no need to be mean. Well, without those luxuries, we would all die from infection. So you're going to help me or not?
Those are what we call the dick pip responses.
Well, no. My pip-buck is chafing my leg horribly. Could you replace the padding?
What do we think?
Are we smart?
Intelligence.
Yeah.
That will feel wonderful on my leg. Thank you. You've really gone above and beyond. This isn't much, but I hope it will do.
Now, she's supposed to give you 10 bits then, but we haven't implemented it yet.
No. No, that's fine. No need to rush yourself. I can wait until tomorrow. I just need to rest my leg a little. Let the ointment sink in. You're a smart one. How about you just hang on to it until tomorrow and keep this in the place of any other questions, Goodbye, and good luck with everything.
There we go.
And you, Roman?
Yes, so that was Velvet Remedy. She's still standing there. She's kind of, yeah.
Brittany Church is awesome.
Yeah, well, actually, Brittany Church is her singing voice. What's
It's Carrie.
Yes.
Carrie
Favoli. Right. Yes. Yes.
An Italian name.
Yes.
But I don't know how quite to pronounce it.
Any fanfic or romance interest?
Some idiots might try and get out of the really stupid stunt.
Sorry.
There should be stuff in between, but we are not keeping our head up.
Yeah.
Speech?
Speech?
Speech.
What? But I heard that nobody was supposed to leave the stable. The Overmare was very clear on that.
The lip sync's broken. I thought we regenerated it.
Speech? Speech?
Don't you fucking screw with me. If I don't see your fucking flank leave me in 10 fucking seconds, I swear.
Did someone... What's the mood string for that? It's probably angry equals 10 or something. Because the thing is, if you set the mood values to be more than 1, then it goes actually further, it actually exaggerates the blend shapes, so that would explain it, I think.
That's actually how I made it. That's the.
So that's it.
That's only one.
Yeah. So that was it. That was it. Thank you. So in the making now, we're working on some new environments. We're working on Sweet Apple Acres at this point. We are working on the combat mechanics because there's no combat yet in the game. And we're, of course, working on more music there. So you want to say something about Sweet Apple Acres? And I believe that model is here. Yes, yeah, it's there. Yeah, that's pretty much the genre of this location, right? So it's going to be like a western, so like Sweet Apple Acres plus some radioactivity there. So yes.
And this is a preview of the model of the farmhouse.
Yeah, how do I zoom in this?
On a laptop you usually get the 2 fingers and like that.
I don't use laptops that often, so
yeah. Just keep in mind that that's not exactly how it's going to be in the game. It's the same model, it's the same textures, normal mapping and all that, but the engine is completely different sort of shaders.
So the lighting will be a lot nicer in game than it is just in the viewer.
We are working on the graphics overhaul at the moment, or not just yet, but immediately when we get back.
Yeah.
It doesn't have interior.
No, not yet. This is just the exterior of it. So obviously the interior is just empty and clipping.
The interior is going to be a kind of like separate cell, as in the Fallout 3.
It is.
Loading screen everywhere.
Raise this bone, raise this bone.
Does the husband knows about your project?
We believe they know about it, at least some of them do, at least according to our sources, which are not entirely reliable, but we believe they do, but like, yeah, for like copyright questions, we released a video about that and we are not worried at all. And even if they did send us a CND, we have contingency plans. And like, this is basically the layout of Sweet Apple Acres as a whole. We don't have it yet, but this is pretty much how it's going to look like, more or less, with some editing. Like farmhouse in the middle and the farm, and then apple field, lots of apple trees.
And exactly.
Not in that quite irregular pattern, I would think.
No, not quite, almost. And this is how the interior will be designed as. Like, that's a basic layout, won't go too much more into it. And after that, we have songs.
Yeah, yes, we're working on more songs. So we're working on Fly Like You and When the Sun Comes Back. Actually, this is mainly the work of Yondi, who's not here. He's over in Connecticut. And actually, we are trying to maintain the genre of the music as it is as it was in the original Fallout game, right? So it's going to be swing 1940s, 1950s, maximum, let's say 1960s country music, modified country music, so somewhat. But yes, this song will be released like twice, once for the game, and the other version will be like 1980s/dubstep kind of a thing there. And so this is like a sketch of the Fly Like You. Can we get the sound, please, from here?
We was thick as thieves to hesitate. Even got myself up to clouds dead. Like a pencil me up had time. Basted and let go about till the daylight. Drunk in my brain like a meteor crescendo. Then the savage occupies out the window. One by one thrown off and flew back up to the tricks. It happened fast, but somehow I got tossed off in the mix. The ground.
It was, just. So basically, yes. So thank you. Basically, this was just a sketch. So it was Yondi's voice. It will be replaced with Brittany Church once the production of the backtrack is finished. We're somewhere going there, and this is the other song. This is When the Sun Comes Back. Yeah. Oh, sorry. My bad.
over 2 or 3 beers. I'll hang on every word, looking forward to brighter days when the sun comes back to stay.
Yeah, so this was this was another sketch of a song which we are producing at this point. It will be pretty much, you know, yes, this is another singer of ours, Stephanie Tobacco, which has been cast. Right, so that's pretty much for the thing.
And before we start taking questions, we just want to go through these 3 of them so they don't get asked and take more time since these have been asked a lot. So yeah, like I think I mentioned before, we are not worried about cease and desist, and we released a YouTube video about it, so you can and a blog post, so you can go more details there. And the game will not be for sale. It's a non-commercial project, so it will be available for free, and that's a promise. And we will not add chapter 20.5. So at best it will be fade black. And I'm sorry, maybe someone will mod it.
Yeah, an enterprising young modder with that sort of interest.
A little bit. Do you want a cup of coffee?
So yes, now we will be taking some questions for you guys, and please stay at the very end. We have a very special surprise for you.
At least we hope so.
Don't say that.
Okay.
Don't say that.
Yeah. All right, go ahead. See hands. Yes.
How long do you expect the gameplay will be?
We have no estimate.
It will be tens of hours, but we don't know exactly how much at this point.
Will be in the game some Easter eggs for other games like Mass Effect?
We couldn't possibly say.
We don't even think about Easter eggs at this point.
Yes, honestly, we have a lot of work with the creation of the assets which are supposed to be in the game, right? So yes, it would be great, but we're not there yet, honestly.
Yeah, but many in our game, so most likely there will be some.
Actually, it might be a bit of a lie that we are not thinking about Easter eggs.
We try not to think about them.
Spoiler: there will be ponies.
Just ruin
Sorry.
Actually, they opened the game. They showed the game.
No way we get in.
Yeah, we are not even trying to Steam or anything like that purely for copyright reasons, and like since it's non-commercial project.
It's not a commercial project, so.
It will most likely be web download or torrent or something. We will see when time comes.
Are you thinking about cop-out endings? For example, actually managing to dissuade Velvet from getting her pigback repaired, as we saw in the game. So then the game would end soon.
We don't have anything planned for like that soon in the game, like that kind of cop-out endings. Like there is at least I think one we have been talking about that might end the game a bit early, but still not that early.
Yeah, the fact that you leave Stable 2 is something that has to happen.
Yeah,
it's one of the very few things that are actually fixed, but
yeah,
how you do it is also up to you. There are different ways that can happen.
Kind of.
Presumably,
there is kind of you can, but I will not recommend it. You will die. Yes.
Yeah. Because you're a very bad person.
Trust me, there are few things we have planned that are way worse for Velvet than punching her.
And your romance interest for little people?
Yes, she is romance interest for a little bit, but not for a player necessarily. You can still try, but was that the question or? And was that the question or did you have something?
Oh well, for example, this is Velvet will be in a relationship with little people.
Well, Velvet's straight. That's the thing.
Yeah,
so you could be a male little bit, I mean, in theory, but none of that's been nailed down or anything like that. So,
you will just have to play it and find out.
What is it that pushes you forward? Like, for example, you said that it will be no commercial project, so money is out of the question. So what is your motivation that helps your team together and makes you go through all the stress of production, of casting people and all this stuff?
Other than being crazy.
I think we can answer each of this individually.
Yeah. Do you want to start? No. Oh. Well, for me, it's just basically I just love the story so much. That's why I got into the project to begin with. But after that, like it's not only so much about like making a game about ponies and follow the Czequestria. It's like we are honestly trying to just make a good game. That like I'm in the game industry myself, and like I would really want to use it on my portfolio and be something to be proud of. Like even if I'm not getting any money of it, it's like I want it to be something that I can just point to anyone, like even non-ponies, to just like, hey, I was part of this. Like, what do you think? And like, be proud of it.
For me, it's it's the idea of to sort of give something back to the community, and be part of this team and to improve my programming skills and to actually be involved with something and produce something really fantastic at the end of it, at the end of a very, very long journey, which it will undoubtedly be. But
there aren't many projects that are as large as ours, and like the experience alone for me is like very variable, and like all the friends you meet through it is massive amounts.
Well, sorry. Yes, thanks. For me, well, I always wanted to know how it feels like to develop computer games. I was a part of a very small team years back, and I have released some. Oh well, they had released the game with my music on it, but that was really like a long time ago. And I just wanted to see how a large, let's say, team is working. And I always wanted to, let's say, write some songs, right? And that's another thing. And here I had this opportunity to have the great, let's say, artists with me. So I'm learning a lot. So that's my motivation.
Well, my original motivation was because why not? I had been working on ponies for maybe 1.5 years before that, and as in pony models, and I thought it would be a good change. So, well, I'm still making ponies. There was no change. And well, these days I'm hoping to get into the gaming industry eventually. So it kind of adds up into my portfolio.
Yeah, and for me it was like, firstly, awesome. I'm doing on a Fallout Equestria game, like it's my favorite fiction, fanfic that I ever read. But it's also a thing I can get better in what I do. I'm more of a performer, but here in the team I acquire some know-how about composing and working in larger teams. Not like just writing a song for myself and it's done.
Yeah, so basically it's like a virtual internship kind of a thing, right? Yeah.
And it's for most of the people I've talked with, as in my teammates, they all are just looking for experience. Because it's way too hard to get into the gaming industry, so they want some of the experience of their own. And then it's going to be a lot easier later on.
And so much just bored.
Doesn't let go for that.
We got another question.
How long do you think it will take you to finish the game?
It will most likely be counted on years, but like apart from that, we can't really say at this stage. We are too early in this development to say any kind of like year, like when it will be released.
Yeah, things may seem slow at the moment, but since we have to make everything pretty much only once, it will speed up eventually. I think that guy over there, he's been waiting for a good one. Yeah.
Will you make a multiplayer version?
No.
No, there won't be multiplayer.
No, it's too different. There's too much extra code, too much everything. Yeah.
The game would have to be redesigned completely for multiplayer to work.
Yeah. Okay. Why do you actually use Unity for that? Is it because it's more accessible than other engines, or was the original created for a Fallout 3 too restricted?
Oh, definitely, yeah. It was. We wouldn't be able to do anything near what we'd be planning now if we stuck to the Fallout 3 engine for sure. And as to why it was Unity, well, other things like at the time when we chose it, you couldn't get the other engines for free like you can now. I mean, the prices were a lot higher. And then very recently, they suddenly decided to make a bunch of them all essentially free. Yeah. But you know, we'd already decided, so we were going to stick with it.
Yeah, and the accessibility was a large part of it as well. Like we took a look at it, and I've been working with it before, so I knew that it was very easy to get into. So like we didn't need like necessarily people who had like 10 years of experience to be able to do anything. So like even relatively new people to programming, for example, would be have a chance, and we would be able to use them.
Okay, you said that there will be weapons, right?
Yes, there will be.
So my question is, which one, and how will ponies use it?
It will depend on the weapon, but in general, like anything small, like revolver size and SMG and like that, will be mouth held, and like anything beyond that will be like in battle saddles, except for the unicorns who will pretty much always use weapons in telekinesis.
And that includes the player for animation reasons. Looking from first person from a mouth-held weapon or indeed a battle saddle weapon is just horrible. We tried it every which way and we just couldn't do it, so we're just going to have it held with telekinesis to make it kind of easier for everyone, really.
Yeah, if we wanted to have the weapons to be shown in battle saddle, they would have to be like 5 meters long.
Yeah.
Not very practical.
So, will there any confrontation between the magic and the technical weapon, like in Arcanum, for example?
Do you mean like...
any balance between magic and tech? Mechanic.
Mechanic-wise?
Yes, yes.
You will be able to use like both of them. Like you will probably either be able to be very good with weapons or very good at magic, or a little bit of both. Like, but magic system is a very crucial part of our combat mechanics.
Will it influence on the world?
Yeah.
Well, in the same sense that it influences in so yeah. Like lots of technological advancements will be sort of based on magic and stuff like that.
Will be in the game other language than English, especially Czech?
Not for voice acting, because for the subtitles, not initially, but the system we've designed means that I've designed means that all the text is in XML near the executable, so you can just translate that and then save it and then distribute your translation packs, which, if they're any good, we will probably host on our website as well for our various international users to download and use.
Do you plan to take on the story of the books, or do you kind of build up your own story? Or?
You will be able to play through the story same as it went in the book, but there will be like multiple like variations and like different paths you can take. The way we think about the story is basically that it was Kkat's playthrough of our game with little bit of edits, but yeah, there will be a lot of like different paths you can take and like completely different end.
Yeah, Chancellor Puddingham.
Okay. First of all, can you guys sign my book?
Of course, that's the panel, yeah, sure.
And what's the planned level cap? Is it 30 or 50?
At the moment it's 50.
How about the perks? Are you like planning to pretty much make pony versions of the ones in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, or?
We have been like looking at the perks in like our Fallout games and basically like picking the ones that suit us, like suit our game, and then we have been designing plenty of our own as well.
Thank you.
Personal question. If you had to choose one of your favorite retro games you liked to play when you were young, which one would you choose?
Ooh.
Pokemon Gold.
Pokemon Red.
Yes. Yes. Why not yellow?
Tetris.
Yeah.
It was a part of my dissertation, and I'm not kidding.
Contra Force.
I was supposed to say that. I'm not kidding. I was going to say that. But.
What platforms do you make your greetings?
PC, Mac, and Linux all going well.
Yeah. I was a lot for Linux.
Yep, okay.
I'm going to use the weapon conventions in Czequestria itself, or are you going to include weapons, other mates?
Like, do you mean like unique weapons or like weapon types in general?
Not really unique weapons, but there are weapons mentioned like in Project Rise, like the legendary ones.
Yeah, there are certain energy weapons that are quite standard.
We aren't like planning on taking anything directly from an FTP side page. Like we are considering on the main story, but we have been looking on lots of different weapons and like even outside of the general what is generally found in shooter games. Like we try to put in as much of variation as possible. Like that's what Fallout kind of did as well. Like they didn't only have the traditional guns. They also had like special and prototype guns that weren't really used in the real world, but were still like fun.
Yes. Yes. You.
How large you expect the player, the area, the map, how large it should be, or how do you large it will be?
Well, it will have like 5.
Fallout 3 or Fallout New Vegas or like.
It's most likely going to be larger. The way we are planning it currently, but it's impossible to say it yet.
And second question is, do you plan any possibility to allow the custom-made mods or player-based modifications of the game later on?
To the best of our abilities, yes. It's a little bit tricky to do in Unity, but if you're interested, code, definitely. Code is no problem. Models and things is a bit trickier, but I'm thinking of ways to do it.
Yeah. No promises, but we will do our best to make it possible.
Yeah. Will be the box version of game for collectors?
Oh wow! we haven't actually thought about that.
So we like box collection with the books? No.
Oh wow! Well, that's a nice thought actually. But we will have to well, you know, the thing is, it might be kind of edgy because then certain money would have to be involved in the thing, and we are trying to be strictly non-monetary there. So
well, yes, we've already made the game, then let them come. You know, we've already made the game.
But we will see. We will think about it.
This guy has a question.
You are behind the light on the camera, it's hard to see you.
Yeah. Seeing that Fallout Equestria is a pretty long story, do you intend to put all of it into your game, and how far are you so far?
We are not too far, like has been said, like we have been building the Legos, we haven't put the Legos together, so we are relatively early on in the story. But like we are planning on having basically the whole main story, but like it will like have certain parts will be cut, like certain dialogue that doesn't really necessarily have too much meaning or stuff like that, or if they are just falling around, like that kind of stuff isn't really, or any too cinematic stuff. But we will try to have as much of it as possible, so that it still fits the. Not by us.
All right, sorry. Yes, in the back.
Will you be implementing a memory reward cutscene memory?
Yes. The current plan is that the memory orbs will be pre-rendered. Was that the question? I didn't quite catch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Will team support in that?
Yep. Any form of input that Unity will recognize, which is pretty much everything.
Even emote?
Yeah, if you can get Unity to recognize it, then yeah. And the input system that I've designed means you can essentially remap anything to anything, really. It's incredibly flexible for any sort of, even like Oculus Rift type stuff, even if you wanted to do that, you could do that.
But we are not building it for Oculus Rift, so that's something you will have to do entirely on yourself.
We are definitely designing it for keyboard and mouse, but you can, if you want to, use any form of input that you want.
Yeah.
Do you planning on making like a console version for Xbox or something?
No, we are not developing for any other platform or PC, like it's a Mac.
Also, there's no way we'd get through the beta at all. No
like Microsoft and Sony have got quite strict like rules about the stuff that they allow on their consoles.
Will you allow games suffer of more mistakes
Can you repeat that question, sorry?
Will the game suffer for 2 or more displays?
Oh, sorry, we have a crosstalk here. Sorry, sorry, we didn't really hand you this.
Is everybody in the game killable?
Is everyone killable? Nearly everyone.
No, there will be like crucial characters that you won't be able to kill because we want to do the same thing you can do in Morrowind and stuff, where you can just like kill someone you didn't know that was crucial in later stage of the game, so you just need to start all over again.
So it's run this game impossible to finish if you put a character. Or are we all
we won't be allowing the player to kill anyone who is like essential for finishing the story.
The gameplay mechanics will be copied from the Fallout series, like the one box
SATS.
It's called SATS in the story, yes, and like we will have a version of it, but like in general, like the gameplay mechanics themselves, like we are taking heavy influence from the Fallout 3 and New Vegas, but we are also throwing a lot of our own there and like trying to improve them and make them better and make it more our own. Like we are not just directly copy pasting it.
And the second question, did you draw the Lego just for the metaphor, or?
The Lego was provided. The Lego was provided.
It wasn't by us.
Oh well, you know what? It says in case of boredom, use this. So we didn't use it.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to.
Throw it on the floor and let people step on it.
Might happen, yes.
The floor never changes.
And they might just step around it. No, sorry.
That is off.
Sorry.
The models of ponies looks a bit plastic. Will there be any texture on that?
On the ponies. Yes, we will be changing the graphical looks of the ponies, like the shaders, like quite heavy.
Yes, as I said, we are going to do a graphics overhaul. That also includes the ponies.
Yeah,
they are far from finished.
Yeah, we don't know exactly how they are going to look in the end or what kind of shading they will have or anything like that, but we will try to make them look ponies, not plastic.
It is really, short further is really difficult to do. That's easily the hardest texture to do in terms of gameplay.
The
the way how Little Pip was like traveling in a group of ponies in the story is kind of not. It's impossible with the companion system that is in Fallout in New Vegas. So how is this gonna reflect in your actual game?
We have to design the companion system from scratch, basically.
And one more question.
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry, but we will now have to stop taking questions because.
There's the surprise.
Yeah, the surprise has arrived.
Yeah, I will, okay. Should I? Okay, so.
You need to actually do the whole. You explain it.
Okay, right. Can you switch the thing over?
Deploy surprise in 3, sorry, 2, 1.
To this computer, that's all right. Thank you very much. Okay, now, where is the demo? Where's the demo? Where's the ellipse demo? Because I know you have one. This one? No, it's called ellipse demo. I know you had it because he told me that it was. Technical difficulties and stuff like that. Okay, do you have Google Drive? Yes. If you have Drive, then we're just going to use Windows You don't want to download it, it'll take forever.
Just hang on a second, we're having some technical difficulties.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Sorry about this. Yes.
We found it.
Yes. Right. Huh? Yes. Yeah, yeah.
This doesn't work.
Yes. So it is our pleasure to give a pleasure and honor to welcome on the stage Availabilty.
As a character, Hiroshi!
We are sorry about the tail color. We changed it, but I'm going to be
Yes.
Sorry. Yes. Okay, so we're going to record Annalie's line. So she's going to improvise a line.
And we are going to lip sync it live.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we hope that it's going to work. So
Yeah. This is the old version, so I think this will work, but I can't guarantee.
So where will I speak?
do this thing here.
Yeah, just say.
No. Yes.
So right now?
Yeah, just say the motion when you want me to start.
Okay. Start. Hi, I'm Sweatwear. Nice to meet you. I have wings. Do you have wings? I have.
There's no
sound.
Sound.
Can we have the sound? Oh, of course. Yes. My bad. Oh boy. Now we try.
Hi, I'm Sweatfire. Nice to meet you. I have wings. Do you have wings? I have.
Well,
that's terrible.
Yeah. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much. Yes, so this pretty much concludes everything that we have prepared for you. Yes.